Hello everyone, Andrew here with my reaction to the Nintendo E3 Direct. I was kind of bored the entire time, so we're going to fast forward through the whole thing. Rocking is pretty... I'm just rocking in my chair. It looks pretty funny in fast motion though. So, robot game, fighting robots, looks kind of neat. I really did not like the screamy song, but Demon X Machina is a great title. That's probably the best title of any game on the show so far. Yeah, Xenoblade 2 DLC stuff. Interesting thing about this is they're selling it by itself, but I don't know for how much, but it doesn't come with the base game. But it does come with the season pass for the base game. That includes this game, but doesn't include the base game that the season pass is for. So I don't know if you can use any of the season pass stuff with with the standalone DLC. We saw this and all the same footage a week or two ago, but not everyone's as tuned in, so I can't really begrudge Nintendo for showing off the Pokemon stuff. There I am rocking in my chair again in super speed. Hi, Reggie. Bye, Reggie. Okay, Mario Party. It's Mario Party. This is neat, but is anyone ever going to be in this situation where you have two Switches? I mean, it's cool, but I don't know how often that's actually going to be used. Then again, I'm a putz who doesn't bring my Switch anywhere, so maybe it's more common than I think. Fire Emblem, which has that awesome song. Fire Emblem, la la. Yeah, I love that. That's so cool. It's the only thing I really like about Fire Emblem. This looks fine, I guess. I really like the fact that when it does the overhead strategy thing and then it zooms in, and it's not just the two people on the battlefield, it's an army of dudes and dudettes. I think that's cool. Viva Pinata! No, Fortnite. Which, unfortunately, we all knew was coming, and I don't know how exciting this is to anybody, because it's a game that's been available on other systems for a while. Although, at least from what I understand, you can plug a microphone in and just do voice chat. That's cool. And there's cross-platform play, I hear. Even Sony won't do that, so yay. Overcooked 2. Alright. I mean, sure. Oh, this Queen of Black Bees, or whatever it's called. Killer Queen Black, whatever it's called. Yeah, that one, another one that was leaked. First time I'd ever heard of it. It's talking like, oh, maybe I'm just out of touch. And Hollow Knight, a game that's been around on other platforms for a while. But yeah, he acts like, oh, the Queen Bee Black or whatever it's called is finally. It's like, I've honestly never heard of it. Octopath Traveler, one of the first games announced for the Switch, so it's not as exciting hearing about anymore. Little montage of stuff. Star Fox showing up in Starlink is neat and everything, but Starlink is a Toys to Life game, and that's kind of dead now. I don't have a lot of confidence in that game selling very well, because I think everyone's over Toys to Life games. But we'll see. Yeah, unfortunately, a bunch of games that I just genuinely don't care about. I mean, it's tough because I am a Nintendo fanboy, but Nintendo's doing nothing that interests or excites me right now. Smash Brothers, and the rest of the show is Smash Brothers, and Smash Brothers is cool. Don't get me wrong; it's a very cool game. I have no interest in it. Well, that's not exactly true. My interest in Smash Brothers extends to the fact that I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I see all the characters. I'm like, ooh, it's Link, it's Donkey Kong, it's Fox and Falco, and a bunch of Fire Emblem people. And I liked seeing all the characters and their movesets and the items and the music and the stages. And then once I've seen all that, I'm done. I, I I'm a single player gamer. Gaming for me is a very personal, private activity. I'm a single player gamer. Gaming time is me time, and unfortunately, that's not really what the Switch is all about. If you look at the majority of the games, they're multiplayer games and party games, and um, that doesn't make them bad. It just makes them not appeal to me. Um, so everyone is in Smash Brothers Ultimate, and that's cool. And I was kind of surprised to see that Zelda was. I'm not sure which version of Zelda that is. It's maybe like that 3DS game. What was it called? Two Worlds or something? Link Between Worlds. I figured it would be Twilight, or not Breath of the Wild Zelda, since it's Breath of the Wild Link. So, not upset. I'm just kind of surprised. Um, there was another one in here that I'm bummed that Samus Zero Suit Samus still has those stupid rocket boots that just look silly. Um, and there was another costume that I was kind of surprised they went with. Oh, I'm not surprised, but still glad that they went with Metal Gear Solid 2 Solid Snake instead of like the Kiefer Sutherland Metal Gear Solid 5 Snake, and that David Hayter is back. Who honestly, I don't think that his performance is good at all. I've never been a fan of David Hayter's performance as Snake, but I know Metal Gear fans love him, so I'm glad he's there for you. Um, it's a shame we didn't see a whole heck of a lot new about Smash Brothers Switch here. I mean, there's some small little details, like we just saw the little indicators on some of the character icons, and it looks like Wolf here is actually not a clone of Fox. Yeah, he was a clone of Fox, I think, right? Yeah, they're marking the clones as Epsilon characters now, and there's only a couple of them, really. So it looks like they've, because I think like Ganondorf and Falcon Punch Boy, what's his name, Captain Falcon. um, I think they were clones when they were first introduced, but maybe they have their own movesets now. I don't know. Again, I don't play the game, so don't really know. But yeah, it's at this point where my face, if you can read my face, I have gone from just passively watching to outright bored. And yeah, and it's not that I'm a little upset that the Nintendo Direct didn't have the lightheartedness and just goofy humor of Nintendo Direct and presentations past. Like, remember the puppets? That's just such a Nintendo thing, or the robot chicken stop motion sketches. This Direct just doesn't have that goofy Nintendo personality that other presentations have had, and I kind of missed that because there's really nothing in this whole lineup that is doing it for me. And it's the same thing with the Nintendo Treehouse. They had like 3 segments on Smash Brothers, I think one on Splatoon. Again, some multiplayer game I don't care about. It's a cool game, don't get me wrong, great game. It's just not for me. I think they had that cooking game, which it's fine. I just don't care. And then they did the Smash tournament and the Splatoon tournament, which is that's cool. Again, I just personally don't have any interest. So we're coming up on the end here, and going into E3, I was really hoping to see something, preferably many somethings, that would make me excited to own a Switch. And I'm afraid I may just have to settle into the fact that the Switch generation is just not aimed at me, and that's okay. It doesn't mean the Switch generation is a failure. It's just not for me. And while I would prefer everything was for me, not everything has to be for me. So you know, it's a shame, but I did like Mario Odyssey. Um, and that's it. Octopath Traveler looks cool. Um, I guess they're like really retooling the Yoshi game, so who knows what that's going to be. Uh, and hey, Ridley, yeah, he's too big to be in Smash Brothers, and like I've been saying for years, just make him smaller. And well, golly gosh, that's exactly what they did. Enjoy E3, everyone.